Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We all know that it is a dream of every individual on this planet to be the richest guy or girl. To own multiple houses, cars, expensive clothing, luxurious items is a dream of every single person, as people believe that money can solve each and every problem. But people do not realize that there are some things that they do that can cause them never to be rich in their lives. So, let's look at the 7 reasons that will never get you rich. But before moving on towards the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel Mindset Madness. And don't forget to turn on the post notification bell icon to get all our videos on the go. So, without any further ado, let's get straight to the video. Number 1. Fear. Do you have a fear of becoming wealthy? Creating substantial wealth necessitates taking huge risks. And the dangers are real. Failure is a distinct possibility. A successful individual, on the other hand, will realize the dangers of their strategy and go on, confident in their ability to overcome any obstacles. That takes a lot of guts and determination. For the most part, it isn't easy. As a result, there isn't anything wrong with you. Risk aversion can be beneficial. If you do decide to take the plunge, make sure you have a solid plan in place and go for it. Never give up, believe in yourself, and put in the effort. You might fail, but rather than having fear of it, you should learn from it. It's not altogether a negative thing. People will come up with all kinds of intricate arguments about how to fight it, since it's human nature. But that's just feeding the deception, because the behavior you're describing is perfectly normal. But in order to become wealthy, we must first overcome our fear, which is essentially the first step towards success. However, the question comes as to how we might overcome this dread. The greatest way to conquer fear is to face it, according to a renowned statement. Otherwise, you will continue to run without seeing any results. You will either remain the same or your situation will deteriorate, and you will lose your chance to become wealthy. Number 2. Scarcity mentality. A scarcity mindset is when you live as if you're terrified of not having the things you need, so you clutch what you have tightly in case you lose it. This perspective can have an impact on a person's life in a variety of ways, from how they spend their money to how they hold on to the wrong person in a relationship. The scarcity mindset is the assumption that there will never be enough of something, whether it's money, food, emotions, or something else entirely. And as a result, your actions and thoughts are motivated by a sense of scarcity. As a result of the fear of losing or failure, the individual does not attempt to take initiative. If you have a scarcity mindset, you will never be able to get rich because your thoughts will be plagued with questions such as, will I make it this time? I don't have enough resources. Will it be all right if I do it? I'm not going to be able to accomplish it. Last but not least, what if I lose again? All these queries will cause him to miss out on another opportunity. So how can we break this habit? Overcoming this might start with the person identifying the problem and determining what prompted them to adopt this mindset in the first place. For example, were they poor as a child, lost a parent, or grew up with extremely frugal parents? Once this has been detected, the person must make a concerted effort to examine the situation. Once this has been identified, the person must make a conscious effort to analyze their decisions and reasoning. If they are honest with themselves and realize that a decision is being made irrationally because of a fear of loss, they must conquer their anxiety and make the decision nevertheless. It will become easier if you do this on a regular basis. Number 3. Lack of worthy skill. It's a funny quote that says, you need the skills to pay the bills. If you want to be wealthy, you must possess the skills that millionaires possess. If you're playing games and hanging out with people who don't have those talents, you're essentially exercising inconsequential or non-money-making skills. And if you are not learning anything and are merely squandering your time, this behavior will cause you to become poorer and poorer, and you will never be wealthy. Many people waste their time on things that will never allow them to realize their full potential, and their abilities may be valuable to them, but they are useless to others. You, my buddy, will be wealthy now if you have skills that will carry you to the next level. The question now is, what are these abilities? There are too many to name, but I'll tell you a couple that I feel can help you become a billionaire. Selling sales, branding, knowing that people are looking at you and how you portray yourself matters, marketing, understanding that a product or service needs to get out in the market, and a variety of other talents are among the top skills. If you want to become wealthy, pick any skill that appeals to you and work on it for the next 30 days. Don't forget to think about how you can delve further into those skills to achieve the next level of prosperity. Number 4. blaming others, and waste time. Blaming others is one of the most common characteristics of unsuccessful individuals, and unsuccessful people will never become wealthy. But why do we as a society place responsibility on others? It's simple. It's easy to place blame on others because it makes you feel like you're no longer accountable for what's occurred to you or what you've done. It's simple because it feels amazing to be free of responsibility. It's no longer your obligation once you've placed blame on someone. It is far easier to blame circumstances or other people than to accept responsibility for one's own failures. They make the wrong judgments at the wrong moment, resulting in the worst situations, and instead of making amends, they blame others for their misfortune. Rather than blaming themselves, they prefer to blame others. They would begin a new course in their lives and so become wealthy if they learned that there is another choice, which is not blaming anyone but accepting responsibility for fixing the problem and getting experience. The reason that blamers do not succeed as well as those who accept responsibility is that they expect success without any failure, fault, or error. They simply can't stand the shame of not being able to complete tasks properly. Blamers believe that success comes effortlessly and without risk. The next time you make a mistake, be strong enough to accept it and correct it in order to be rich and successful. Number 5. Think yourself not worthy enough. It's a tremendous mistake to think of yourself as unworthy of a chance that has come your way. You will never be able to get rich if you continue to think low of yourself and refuse to try. People frequently do this because they require something to believe in order to flee from an opportunity that has presented itself to them, since their mind and body are not ready to leave their comfort zone. Allowing yourself to let go of your self-judgment and putting your faith in someone else. You are you, and you are defined by the good, terrible, and ugly. You have the right to exist without apology. Allow yourself to become a singular point by finding your stillness. Then work your way up. The main reason for your thoughts is that you compare yourself to others, which is a frequent occurrence. We begin to compare ourselves as a result of the stress, and we lose sight of all the unique and amazing characteristics we possess. Everyone in our world has flaws and individuality, so stop focusing on what you don't have and start appreciating what you do have. And if you haven't yet discovered what makes you special, start investigating topics that fascinate you. One day, you'll discover it. No one is perfect in every way, and no one can do everything, so don't doubt yourself. Instead, believe in yourself. Only when you begin to believe in yourself will others begin to believe in you, as this is the key to accumulating wealth. Number 6, avoid taking risks. In business, experience is crucial. It's a danger if you don't have experience in one area. Risk is defined as a lack of experience or specific understanding. Aside from that, there is no danger. Musk, Gates, and Zuckerberg are aware of all the risks. Thus, there aren't many left. I'm joking, of course. However, if we want to go far in life, we must take chances. Those who do not take risks live in their comfort zones, where life is comfortable but uninteresting. When you take a risk, you must have a lot of hope because you believe that you will succeed over all others. Risk takers propel the world forward, and as a result, they are wealthy. Competition is kept at bay by risk. If you want to start a risk-free, safe business, there are probably dozens of other people who want to do the same. You'll be up against them all. There is a distinct kind of risk when you embark on a new enterprise that no one has tried before. You won't have to worry about competition, but you will have to be concerned about your company failing. The product may not work, the finances may not work out. You may run out of money before bringing a product to market, and customers may be less interested. We discovered that reward is highly correlated with risk. The more the risk, the higher the possible profit. The smaller the risk, the lower the possible profit. There's no danger, and there's almost little possible gain. Number 7, no proper goal set. The final reason is that you are not setting objectives, which is a crucial one. Goals give your life meaning. You're more aware of the big picture of your life, which makes it successful and help you to be rich, rather than just what's going on right now. Goal setting is a great way to learn more about yourself. You'll discover what your top priorities are, how strategic you can be, and how to solve problems and overcome obstacles. Goals help you to stay focused and to help you make judgments about what matters most to your personal development, beliefs, and values. Goals in any form reveal more about who you are right now and how you are developing as a person. That is why they are significant. Your destiny and the direction in which your life will follow are entirely dependent on you and the decisions you make in your life. You and you alone are responsible for designing your life in the direction you desire. No one or nothing else will be. When you were in school, your instructor told you what to do each day in order to achieve excellent grades and subsequently contribute to society in a constructive way. At work, your manager tells you what to do each day in order to increase the company's profits. A goal is a stage in which you can achieve your dream of becoming a millionaire if and only if you work hard enough. Take a seat, get a pen and paper, and think about who you want to be in life and make goals appropriately. To get wealthy, you must take one step closer to your objectives while remaining honest and sincere. It's now time for me to end up my video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel Mindset Madness. And don't forget to click the notification bell icon to receive fast notifications of all my new uploads. We will meet you guys in the next video. Till then, stay safe and thanks for watching.